Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday. What's the date today? December 4th. That reminds me, I have to change my calendar, so don't let me forget. Today is day 4 of Vlogmas, which is super exciting. I can't believe I've lasted 4 days already, which means there's only 20 to go, which is great. So far it's been really fun, actually filming every single day. So I've been really enjoying that. My last video was my classroom tour. I went in depth all around my room. So I will go ahead and put a little card up here if you missed that one. So today I'm just gonna do a regular classroom vlog because a lot of you told me that during Vlogmas you still wanna see these, which is great because this is what I really enjoy filming. I like watching these kind of videos just to see what teachers actually go through on a daily basis. So I'm gonna bring you around for today. If you would like to see what we were doing on this Tuesday, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so if you've been watching me for, I don't know, the last couple weeks or so in my parent conference vlogs, you know that I said that I actually have this week already prepped and planned, which is the first time this has ever happened to me, but it's amazing. I showed up here at 8. I usually get here at 7:30, but I was like, I don't really have to prep anything. So I showed up at 8 and I just like flipped open my planner and I had everything prepped and ready to go, and it feels so good. I can't wait for the time in my career where that's like the regular. There's definitely some teachers here that like just show up right before the bell rings because they have everything they need always ready to go. So that's great. Okay. I'm gonna walk you through what we're going to do today, and then we'll just start jumping in. So let me show you our schedule for today. Okay, so here we go. Bell work, we're not gonna do number of the day. We're gonna do a little bit of writing this morning, and I'll show you the prompt. Then our morning meeting for math today, we're multiplying by 3 digits. We are taking an assessment on Thursday and gonna move on to division next week. I'm a little bit behind in math, but that's okay. We're gonna do something new for our reading block, which I'll chat about, and then recess, guided reading, which actually I have to go pull something for guided. PE, lunch. We're still reading Wonder. I've been doing a longer read aloud block this week because I want to get that book finished. We're actually going to do some serious writing this week because last week was short, so we haven't done a ton of writing lately. We're gonna wrap up our Explorer unit and then we're gonna pack up. So that's the way our day is structured for today. So the kids have a writer's notebook, and since our next unit is traditions, I'm just gonna have them write this in their notebook when they walk in. What are you and your family going to be doing on Christmas Day? And again, all of my kids do celebrate Christmas. I had a lot of people in my like Christmas decorating vlog, you know, questioning if all of my kids celebrate Christmas, and then someone posted it on my Instagram, or sent me a DM, which I thought was great, and she was like, why can't people just trust that we know what we're doing? Like, of course I'm gonna ask my kids what they celebrate, and of course I'm going to do everything I can to represent their cultures in this classroom. So yes, my kids celebrate Christmas, so I don't feel bad writing about putting that up on the board. Had they not, I would have worded it differently. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Moving on. So I've been kind of tweaking my math block a little bit, and I've been really enjoying it. So basically what we do is I keep them in a circle during morning meeting, and I just do a really quick mini lesson for something like today. If it was word problems or something, I'd be under my document camera doing a little more guided, but we do a quick lesson with our whiteboards, then we do some guided practice, and then I send them back to finish a page of independent practice. So yesterday, I had like my higher students finish in like 5 minutes. So I had task cards all around the room. There was like 30 of them. And if they finished the independent practice, then they got to do their task cards, which was great because it allowed me to pull a small group. I do have an aide during math, so he pulls my really low kids, and then I could pull my approaching kids, which was awesome. So I'm gonna do the same thing today. We're multiplying by 3 digits, so I'm gonna teach it. We have an independent practice page, and then instead of task cards today though, I'm going to have them work on their flashcards because they just really need fact practice as of right now. So that is how our math block will go. And then in reading, I have mentioned several times that we use Benchmark. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. Okay, this isn't working for me. I mentioned several times that we use Benchmark, and I'm not a huge fan of it. However, I feel like my reading instruction has been super like lacking lately, and so we're really starting to jump into main idea and key detail, which we should have been doing a lot earlier in the year, and I feel like I don't have any other resources than the Benchmark. So we have, if you don't know, Benchmark comes with these readers, and there's several different readings in them. So I have a 30-minute block, and we're gonna start talking about how to annotate text because they really need to know how to do that in order to find the main idea and the key details. So I made this anchor chart. So this is how Benchmark has us annotating. So we're underlining key details, starring the main idea, circling keywords or phrases, question marks next to something you have a question about, and you can read the rest. So we're gonna really chat about this and then just read one article, and that's probably all we'll have time for. And then we'll continue with that tomorrow. And then the kids go to recess. And then for centers today, I am going to be doing a whole video on centers, but I have been noticing that as the spelling words have been getting harder, they haven't been doing as well. So I'm gonna, instead of like, okay, so I have an activity of the day center, which I completely like change out. So I'm deciding that the first day, after I teach the spelling pattern, the activity of the day is going to be some sort of a spelling activity. So I printed off like a spelling menu, which I'll show you in a second, just off Google. So they choose a different, or they choose one or two of the, activities from the menu, and then they write all their spelling words. Just extra practice for them, more exposure. Hopefully it'll transfer over into their spelling tests and into their writing. So I do need to go to our room and pull some guided books for my lower kids, and then my middle group I'm not seeing today, so they're gonna be working on spelling and something else, and then my high kids, I'm teaching the spelling pattern today. So that's how guided's gonna go, and then we have PE, and then after lunch, I'm gonna do my reading, and then our writing. We are still working on our personal narrative with the Explorer unit and these short days and Thanksgiving break. Like, we've just really fallen behind. So I'm hoping that we can start to wrap that up at the end of the next week, which will be awesome. So we're really gonna break down our paragraphs today, talk about details, and I'll show you the paper later on in the afternoon. And then we're doing our IB unit reflection. After we finish each unit, the kids do a reflection. It goes in their binders, and then we are going to pack up and go home. So I have to go get those books and pick up the kids in like 3 minutes. So I'm gonna put you guys down, and I will pick you back up later on in the day. Okay, but first let me show you the spelling menu. So there's literally all sorts of different activities that they can choose from. So I'm just gonna have them, we have a 25-minute block or center rotations, so they can do as many as they want to complete, just on a piece of binder paper. And then really quickly, my kids know like whatever doesn't get finished in class becomes homework. That is the only homework I assign. So that really keeps them on task. So for math, if they don't finish that page in that 30-minute block, they take it home. If they goof around during centers and they don't get their spelling done, or whatever activity it was, they take it home for homework. So it really keeps them focused and on task, which is great. I just wanted to throw that in there. Again, I'll chat more about that when we get to the centers video, but just wanted to throw it out there. Okay, now I'm leaving, bye. Hey guys, so the kids are at lunch. The morning went really well. I've just been in such a good mood today because I don't know if it's just that point in the year where they're getting older or what, but like my kids have been doing really well. They've been listening, our behavior management's been flowing really well. Like they were so quiet today. I don't know, I'm just so proud of them today. I just wanna like hug them and tell them how amazing they are. Even though I always hug them and tell them how amazing they are, but you get my drift. So it's just been a really, really great morning. So what have we done? For math, we did multiplying by multiple digits, and that was fine. I really like sending them back to their seat with 2 things to work on. And that way I can pull my approaching kids. I feel like that's something that I was struggling with. And so far, it's been really well. Been really good. Ooh, I'm a teacher. And then our centers went really well. I'm gonna show you what I have been doing for guided reading because as I've mentioned, it's an area I struggle with planning. But our school has guided readers, and with them comes lessons. So it's called Edge, and let me show you what it looks like. There is a class set. This is the story, and then it comes with a like full lesson. And this is, oh my gosh. So book talk, previewing the text, exploring the text, and it actually gives like comprehension questions to ask throughout the reading, which is great. This is something I really struggled with. And then comprehension, this is specifically dealing with point of view. So I am loving this. Because I am a new teacher and I never really like did guided reading in my placement, I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. And so I'm gonna do probably this for the rest of the year. And I feel like once I start seeing like the flow and how it's supposed to work, it'll be easier for me to create lessons from that. So if your school doesn't have something like that, I'm sure there's resources out there that you can look for. But we are fortunate enough to have that program, which is great. We didn't have it last year. We just had the books, and I would just like wing it, to be completely transparent with you. So that went really well. And we just got that halfway through the year, or like, I don't know, probably 3 weeks ago. So that's why I just started using it, and it's been really great. So our centers went really well. The kids did the spelling menu, which went really well. They were like asking for it in their homework packets. Like, can we have this for homework? I'm like, okay, sure. So that's going in their homework packets too. And then other than that, we went outside for PE, and now they're at lunch. So then after lunch, we're gonna do some writing, and I will show you what that will look like. Okay, so we're working on personal narrative, so I'm going to model this. We all have our topics picked out, so I'm gonna have them write a title. And then this is what happened, where it happened, when it happened, and who are you with. So that's gonna draw out some of the detail for the kids who just really can't get it onto paper. And then we're gonna do beginning, 3 details, and then an ending. And then after they have this, they're gonna start writing in their notebooks, which I'm hoping this will be a really good graphic organizer for that. So that'll be our mini lesson, will be a model, and then they'll write. So that'll be our writer's workshop. And then these are the IB unit reflections that they'll be filling out at the end of the day about the unit that we just finished. And a lot of you ask me about IB and can you do a video on IB and can you tell me all about IB? And to be really honest with you, I don't feel confident enough to make a whole video on it. I am still learning. It is a really complex thing that I will link down below the IB website. If you're really interested, you can check it out. And read all about it because it is fascinating. I'm still learning and I don't want to like misspeak on something, so I'm not going to make a video about it, but I just want to throw that in there. I do want to show you what we're going to be doing for our writing mini lessons for the following 2 days because I probably won't be vlogging. Our kids are having a really hard time with run-on sentences, so that's going to be our focus. So on sentence strips, I made a bunch of run-on sentences and I have a really big pocket chart. Maybe I'll take a picture and post it on Instagram later in the week, so make sure you follow me there. And then we're gonna like actually physically cut the sentence strips and edit them as a class to fix the run-on sentences. So we're gonna do that the first day, and then the second day we're gonna do some more practice in another way. And then hopefully when they get to the writing, we can transfer that into their writing. So I just wanted to throw that in there because that's an issue we've been having. So then after writing, we do the IB thing, and then we are going home, but I have about 35 minutes to eat, and I'm gonna do a example for the writing. So I'm gonna check back in with you guys at the end of the day. All right, it is 4:30. I am panting because, I had a meeting with my mentor teacher and then left, forgot I didn't finish this vlog and talk about the end of the day. So writing went really well. I told them the story about when my brother accidentally hit me in the head with a shovel. I walked through the graphic organizer with them, and then I wrote my story for them, which was really fun for them to watch. And then they started writing their graphic organizer. Okay, I'm done painting. So overall, today was a really, really good day. I am excited to go home and play with my doggy and just relax and start brainstorming other videos that I'm gonna be posting this week. So if you enjoyed this classroom vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Continue to leave me Vlogmas ideas down below. And that being said, I'm gonna end this vlog. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!